So we have trouble in paradise. Why do I say we have trouble in paradise? I say that because Rashida Tlaib and Cori Bush have both decided to vote against a bill that would bar Hamas members from entering the United States of America. I'm tired of this shit. I'm frankly tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of Rashida Tlaib. I'm tired of her split loyalties. Like, whose side are you on? The United States are our enemies. You know, like, it's becoming increasingly clear to me where her loyalties lie. It's becoming increasingly clear to me what she's most concerned about. It is in our best interest as the United States of America to maintain an alliance and a good relationship with Israel. And the fact that her and members of the Democratic Party are undermining American foreign policy interests is sickening me. It is sickening me right now. So here's what these two geniuses did. Here's what they did. Two squad members are alone in their votes against bill to bar Hamas members from the United States of America. You can't make stupid up. Nearly everyone in the House voted for a bill to bar from the United States all Hamas members and anyone who was involved with the Islamist terror group's attack on October 7th on Israel, but not Representatives Cori Bush and Rashida Tlaib. In a statement, Ms. Tlaib, a Michigan Democrat, said the bill incited hatred against people like her. Sure it does. Ma'am, no one cares about the fact that you are Palestinian. Literally nobody. Nobody in America cares, and Jewish people ain't coming to do none to you. What are you talking about? Furthermore, you are placing your ethnic interests above your citizenship, above your national interests, the interests you promised to serve when you literally ran for office. What's more important to you? Palestine or the United States of America? These individuals should be barred from any sort of foreign policy affairs, any sort of foreign policy responsibilities. They should not be privy to and have access to anything involving American geopolitical strategy. Anything going, the Department of Defense, any nigga in the Department of Defense that briefs these two deserves to be shot. Facts. If you are in the Department of Defense, if you work in the Pentagon and you hand any type of paper to these two, I don't care if it's loose sleeve paper from a chrome notebook, your ass deserves to go to prison for the rest of your life. Do not share anything with these two. She denounced the bill as another GOP messaging bill being used to incite anti-Arab and anti-Palestinian and anti-Muslim hatred that makes communities like ours unsafe. Oh my God, nobody even knew about this bill until the two of y'all were against it. The two members of the Far Life Squad were the only House members to vote against HR 6679, the No Immigration Benefits for Hamas Terrorists Act, which passed on a 422-2 vote. Representative Delia Ramirez, Illinois Democrat, also voted present. Ms. Tlaib also called the bill unnecessary and redundant, which was consistent with the Democrats' whip message on the bill. Though almost all members of the party, including squad members, these motherfuckers think they Fetty Wap. Squad! Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a hating ass nigga right now in this video, but the squad nickname, I gotta give it to them. It's cute. It's cute. Members Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York and Ilhan Omar of Minnesota voted for it anyway. The whip message from Representative Catherine Clark, Massachusetts Democrat, called the bill widely duplicative of an existing law, pointing out that Hamas members are barred from the United States and ineligible for immigration protections under existing law because the group is designated a foreign terrorist organization. The bill does expand the category of excludables to include Palestine Liberation Organization members from the United States and all October 7th participants and enablers, regardless of any formal affiliation. Now, see, the bill expands to anybody involved in the October 7th attacks. And you have Rashida Tlaib and Cori Bush getting in the way of American geopolitical interests. It has become abundantly clear to me that Rashida Tlaib and apparently Cori Bush are against America's geopolitical interests. We are reaching a point in time. I'm not saying congressmen have never disagreed with one another on foreign policy. I mean, Rand Paul is constantly spewing fuckery. Why hasn't he gone away yet? Why is he still around? Look, Ron Paul, I'm glad that you're alive. I have nothing against you. Secret Service, don't come knocking on my door talking about what you got against Ron Paul. I've got nothing against the man. Hold on, let me Google to make sure I'm talking about the right one, because there's a Rand and a Ron. Look at me saying the wrong one. Hold up. Rand Paul, There we go. Anyways, I know a white nigga that look like Rand Paul. Anyways, Rand Paul. Sorry, Ron. I am so sorry for implicating you in all this treachery. Your son, Rand, I believe they're related. Your son, Rand, is damn near a whole Russian agent. Every time I turn around, he over there doing a little dance with Putin. Every time I turn around, he doing a little dance, you know what I'm saying? Promoting Russia's geopolitical interests in Washington as if he's from the Kremlin, as if he's a Russian citizen. You know, I'm not saying the Democrats are the only ones acting a little sus. A lot of y'all little treacherous motherfuckers then came out to cut ever since this World War III near scenario done sprung up. Ever since Ukraine, a lot of y'all Republicans y'all done showed your hand. A lot of y'all riding for Putin. A lot of y'all ain't trustworthy anymore. Facts. A lot of y'all liberals. Come to find out, a lot of y'all is running defense for Hamas. Some of y'all niggas ain't on the team. It's a sad day to be an American when so many influential congressmen. See, back in the day when congressmen were upset about something, no one cared. They're congressmen. No one cares about them. But now being a congressman is damn near like being a celebrity. Shout out to Marjorie Taylor Greene. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. And all of her insanity and all of her lunacy, she has made being a member of Congress a damn near rap star career. I believe she was in a rap video recently. Shout out to Marjorie Taylor Greene for embracing diversity. Shout out to Marjorie. Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert, by the way, have made being a congressman such a lucrative thing. And as a result, fool-ass, stupid-ass, anti-American congressmen who make decisions that don't benefit our country just sign the fucking bill. The bill literally... Bruh, look at what it says. The bill does expand the category of excludables to include Palestine Liberation Organization members from the United States and all October 7th participants and enablers regardless of any formal affiliation. Why are we blocking a bill that would allow us to stop people who might have contributed in the attack that weren't direct members of Hamas? What's wrong with that? Israel's our ally, and our ally was attacked, and some of those people who attacked our allies might not necessarily have been identified Hamas members. I don't know if Hamas does like IDs or social terrorist security cards, or like, I'm not sure how they like situate who's who. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you get like an identification number when you join Hamas. If these niggas is making rockets out of pipes, they probably have some level of logistics, right? They might have like IDs. I'm not saying it's complex. It could be like a little loose leaf, like rip of paper and just a number on it, right? But it's still something. These niggas should not be allowed to come to this country, even if they weren't direct members of Hamas. If you took part in the October 7th attacks, yo ass shouldn't be over here. Stay over there. Please. Why can't Rashida Tlaib and Cori Bush, what is you doing? You are not even Palestinian. You are a black American woman. Why are you over here playing these dumb-ass little games? Why? My problem with congressmen today is many of them don't know how to prioritize this nation's interests. Many of them don't understand foreign policy. I honest to God believe a congressman should be vetted before ever having access to any sort of serious foreign policy information. I am sick and tired of uninformed congressmen parroting anti-American fuckery. It blow, like, if you want to say what you want to say, by all means. If Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib and Cori Bush all want to be pro-Palestine, fine. But Lord have mercy, Joe Robinette Biden, please don't let these hoes have no access to these documents. Don't let these women access none of this shit. On God, please. Don't let these women access no type of... Bro, they should not be involved in any of America's foreign policy, bro. Rashida Tlaib don't even know whose side she on. She over there running mad defense for Palestine, talking about the bill is discriminatory toward people that look like her. Ma'am, was the October 7th attacks, were they discriminatory toward people like you? Oh no, the consequences of the attack are discriminatory. None of which are racial in nature. None of these bills are anti-Arab or even anti-Muslim. It's anti-Hamas. This is our problem here. There is a conflict of loyalties and duties here, and this shit, she needs to be watched. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna sit here because I'm bordering towards basically saying that congressmen shouldn't be allowed to say what they want, and that's not right. I should never advocate for something like that. But I don't believe that these motherfuckers should be allowed to say what they say and just carry on as usual, having access to information that could benefit the United States and Israel in warfare. I don't think they should have access to any of those things. I don't think they should know any of those things. Frankly, because they clearly have so much sympathy for Hamas, you're compromised. You are compromised. What the fuck could people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, Rand Paul, Rashida Tlaib, what is their reasoning for all of this anti-Ukraine, anti-Israel sentiment, the anti-Israel from the left, the anti-Ukraine from the right? How does any of this benefit the United States of America in any way, shape, or form? It fucks me up knowing that some of these motherfuckers have access to foreign policy duties and their loyalties are clearly so fucked, so split and so twisted. I am sick and tired of people in Congress who are so against American dominance and interests around the world. It pisses me off. I'm triggered right now. I'm real shit. I'm on my like millennial fat obese white girl shit. I'm triggered. Bruh, we gotta put a stop to this shit before it's too late. Somebody call Robinette. Somebody call Joe Biden and get him on the phone, bro. Because we got mad people in Congress that are anti-American. Bro, if Joe Biden had the fucking charisma of Barack Obama, he could have called these people out effectively and gotten them and gotten the American people to pressure them to do what's right. But instead, here we are, bro. Joe Biden's done an amazing job foreign policy-wise, but he can't drum up that domestic support to push against the Marjorie Taylor Greenes and the Rand Pauls and the Rashida Tlaibs and the, all these, these characters, bro. Look, bro. Frankly, I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with Hamas members not being allowed to enter the United States of America. It has nothing to do with Palestinians. And if Rashida Tlaib looks at Palestinians and Hamas as interchangeable, that's her problem, frankly. But America is completely right to pass this legislation to protect not only our national security, but also Israel's national security. So here's what I'll say. People like Rashida Tlaib and people like apparently Ilhan Omar, decided to vote yes for this bill, which was a smart move. Don't fight unnecessary battles ever in life, much less politics. But Cori Bush, Rashida, those two, strip them of their foreign duties, please. Restrict them to everything, if possible. Please remove them from any sort of committees that involve foreign policy, because these two cannot be trusted to act in America's best interest as it pertains to Israel and Palestine. And what bothers me is that congressmen are given, congressmen is inclusive of both genders, congressmen are given more leeway as it pertains to our national fucking security than U.S. military servicemen. There has to be some sort of middle ground here where congressmen are expected to conduct themselves in America's best interest. But at the same time, they are representatives of the people. They obviously should reserve their rights of free speech, but we got to curtail the amount of power these folks have, because they're playing with our foreign policy, and we can't afford these kind of games right now. Not when the Houthis is acting up, not when Palestine is acting up, not when Russia been playing games, stupid ass little dumbass games. We don't have time for this shit. So ultimately, bro, Rashida Tlaib, Cori Bush, figure out whose team y'all are on, because it ain't America's team. The sooner y'all figure it out, the better. That's just my take. That's my opinion. I think those two should not even be allowed to cut their finger on foreign policy documents. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.